Hello children, good morning to all of you. Welcome back in mathematics class. Today we are going to start a new chapter, unitary method. Children, in the first week of August, you have to appear in the second unit test, and there are 4 chapters in that test. That means the syllabus is for 4 chapters. Out of 4, 2 chapters we have completed. We have completed decimals chapter and ratio and proportion chapter, and you have done the practice with the revision worksheet also. Now today we are going to start your third chapter, unitary method. What is the unitary method? Just see and learn. This is the easiest chapter. Okay, unitary method means if the value of 1 is given, you can find the value of more. If the value of more is given, you can find the value of 1. That is called the unitary method. See the example. Suppose that cost price of one article is equal to rupees 5. Then very simply you can find cost price of 8 articles. What will be the price of 8 articles? Cost price of 1 multiplied by number of articles. Since cost price of 8 article will be more than the cost of 1 article, that is why multiplication will take place. Okay, so rupees 8 into 5 is 40. 40 rupees is the answer here. Value of 1 is given, value of more we have found. See the second question. Suppose that cost price of 15 articles is equal to rupees 20, then you can find the cost price of one article. Now here 20 upon 15, because cost price of 15 is 20, then cost price of 1 will be less, that is why 20 will be divided by 15. Suppose we are taking this 30 so that we can divide easily. Okay, cost price of 15 is 30 rupees, then cost price of 1 will be 30 upon 15, that means rupees 2. This is called the unitary method. Value of 1 is given, you have found value of more. If value of more is given, you have found value of 1. Okay, see one more example. Suppose that cost price of 60 articles is equal to rupees 720, then what will be the cost price of 45 articles? Now see here. Here value of 60 is given and value of 45 we have to find. First we will find the cost price of one article. First what we will do? We will find the cost price of one article. One article value will be less than the value of 60 articles. So this 720 will be divided by 60. 0 cancel. 6 12s are 72. That means cost price of one article is 12. That is why its name is unitary. Unitary method. Unitary means 1. So we are finding the value of 1 and then we are finding the value of our desired numbers. Okay. Value of 60 is given 720 and we have to find value of 45. So first we will find the value of 1. Then after we will find the value of 45. See here. Value of 1 is 12, so value of 45 will be, this 12 will be multiplied by 45. Okay, 540 rupees. Method understood. You are watching that if the number of articles is increasing, then the value is also increasing. And if number of articles is decreasing, then its value is also decreasing. Are you noticing? It means if one quantity is increasing, then second quantity also increases. If one quantity decreases, then second quantity also decreases. Such type of relation is called direct relation or direct variation. What is the direct variation? If one quantity is increasing, then second quantity is also increasing. If one quantity is decreasing, then second quantity will also decrease. See here, number of articles is increasing, so price of the article is also increasing. Cost price of 1 is 5, then cost price of 8 is 40. Are you noticing it? Value of article is increasing, then price is also increasing. So it is direct variation. See here, 15 article cost is 30. So one article, number of article is decreasing, value of one article is 2, 30 and 2. Price is also decreasing, so this is called direct variation. This type of question we can do by another method also, but we will see that method later. First we will solve many questions related to the unitary method. Okay, see here. See the question number 4. If 2.5 liters of petrol cost rupees 180, how much petrol will cost rupees 1728? We have to find amount of petrol for 1728 rupees. So see here, for rupees 180 petrol bought is equal to 2.5 liter. Then how much petrol will be there in 1728 rupees? So first we will find for rupees 1 how much petrol is bought. Bought petrol for 1 rupee. The petrol amount will be less, so it will be divided by 180. No need to divide here, just write it. Okay. Now for rupees 1728 petrol bought is equal to, for 1 rupee this much petrol, so for 1728 more petrol, that means 2.5 upon 180 is multiplied by, is this understood? This much. See the method again. For 180 rupees 2.5 liter petrol is there. Then how much petrol? For 1728. Due to unitary method, it will be easy if we find the petrol for 1 rupees. Petrol for 1 rupees will be 2.5 upon 180. Because amount of petrol will be less in 1 rupee, that is why 180 will divide 2.5. Now petrol for 1 rupee is this liter, so petrol for 1728 rupees, more petrol, that is why this 1720 is multiplied by amount of petrol for 1 rupee. Now solve and get your answer. 9 can divide 180 by 20 times. 9. See this one. 9 dividing 180, then it is 20. 9 dividing 1728, then 192 will come. Okay. Now, if 20 divides this, so 20 into 9 is 180. 12 is the remainder. Put the decimal, then 20 into 6 is 120. Understood? First 180 and 1728, both the numbers are divided by 9. Then here 20, here 192. Then 20 is dividing 192, then 9.6 is. Now 9.6 into 2.5. Multiply it. 25 into 6, 150. 15 carry on. 25 into 9, 225 means 240. Now after decimal 1 digit, after decimal 1 digit. That means after decimal there should be 2 digit. You are watching that after decimal there is zeros only, so no need of writing it. Only write 24 liter. That means for 1728 rupees there will be 24 liter petrol. Is this clear? See the next question. If 25 men can weave 120 meter cloth in a day, how many meters of cloth will be woven by 35 men in a day? See how to do. We have to find how many meters. So your statement will be cloth woven by 25 men in a day is equal to 120 meter. Okay, cloth woven by 25 men in a day is 120 meter. Then cloth woven by one man will be, now just tell, if 15 men are weaving 120 meter, then one man will weave less or more? Definitely less cloth. That is why 120 will be divided by 25. Okay. Now cloth woven by 35 men in a day will be, this will be 120 upon 25 will be multiplied by 35, because 35 men will weave more than the one man. Okay, that is why one man weaving into 35. Now solve and get your answer. 5 dividing 25 by 5 times, 5 dividing 35 by 7 times. Now 5 is dividing 120 by 24. Okay, now 24 into 7, 7 into 4, 28, 7 to 14 to 16. 168 meter cloth is woven by 35 men in a day. Okay, now see question number 6. The cost of 6 purses is rupees 453. Then how many such purses can be bought for rupees 604? You have to find the number of purses. So your statement will be number of purses for rupees 453 is equal to 6. Children, you have to learn how to write a statement, because in this chapter, in every question you have to write the statement. So must do practice for it also. Number of purses for rupees 453 is 6. Then number of purses for 1 rupees will be, for 453 6 purse, then for 1 rupee less purse. That is why 6 will be divided by 453. Okay. Now number of purses for rupees 604. For 1 rupee 6 upon 453 purse, then for rupees 604 more than this. That is why 6 upon 53 is multiplied by 604. Now solve and get your answer. 3 can divide 6 by 2 times. 6 can divide it by, no, 3 can divide 6 by 2 times. 3 into 1 is 3, 3 into 5 is 15, 3 into 1 is 3. Okay, you can see that 6 and 453 both are divisible by 3. Now 151 dividing 604 by 4 times. 4 into 1 is 4, 15 into 4 is 60. Okay, now 4 into 2, 8. That means total 8 purses can be bought for rupees 604. Now note down these questions. Question number 7. 12 apples weigh 2 kg 500 gram. How many apples will weigh 15 kg? See, the question is very easy. You can see that number of apples for 2 kg 500 gram is equal to 12. For 2 kg 500 gram there are 12 apples. So first to find out number of apples for 1 kg. Definitely for 1 kg there will be less number of apples, means 12 upon 2 kg 500 gram. Okay, now find number of apples for 15 kg. For 1 kg this much apples, so for 15 kg more apples will be there. So 12 upon 2 kg 500 gram is multiplied by 15 kg. Now you can see that before calculating it, make the units similar. And how will you make the units similar? See here, 15 kg means 15 into 1000 gram, because 1 kg is equal to 1000 gram, upon 2 kg 500 gram. 2 kg means 2000 plus 500. So 2500 gram. Is this understood? Now you can see that gram cancel. Both the zeros are cancelling here. 5 dividing 25 by 5 times. 5 dividing 15 by 3 times. 5 dividing 10 by 2 times. Now 12 into 3 into 2. How many apples are there? 12 into 3 into 2. 12 into 3, 36. 36 into 2, 72. That means there are 72 apples in 15 kg. Okay? Now see the last question of the day. A journey of 124 km cost rupees 1395. How much will a journey of 240 km cost? See how to do. You can see that cost of 124 km journey is given rupees 1395. So from here you can find the cost of 1 km journey. 1 km journey will be less cost. That is why 1395 will be divided by 124. Now cost of 240 km journey is equal to 1395 upon 124 is multiplied by 240. Method is understood or not? Value of more is given, so you have found value of 1. Now again you are finding the value of more. Now solve and get your answer. You can see both the numbers are divisible by 4. 4 into 3, 12. 4 into 1, 4. 4 into 6, 24. 4, 0, 0. Now divide 31 to 1395. See this one. How to divide? We know that 34 is a 120. So we can take 4 times. Now 9 minus 4 is 5. 3 minus 2 is 1. Now 4. Sorry. 5. 5 times 5 into 1, 5 into 3. That means 31 is dividing 1395 by 45 times. Now multiply 45 into 60. 2700 rupees will be the cost of 240 kilometers journey. Okay? For today this much is over. Must solve the questions given in your book. Okay? Bye bye.